So welcome to the Champions League round of 16. Bayern Munich versus Leverkusen, and Leverkusen versus Bayern Munich. It is going to be Leverkusen who are going through. Ooh. So then Bayer Leverkusen are going through. Up next is Benfica versus Barcelona, and then Barcelona versus Benfica, and it's going to be a 4-3 win for Barcelona. Up next then is going to be Dortmund versus Lille then in the first leg, and then Lille versus Dortmund, and it's going to be, it's going to be Lille who are going through. Up next then is going to be Club Brugge versus Aston Villa then in the first leg, and then in the second leg it's going to be a 2-2 draw. Aston Villa are through. Up next then is going to be Feyenoord versus Inter Milan then in the first leg 3-2 to Feyenoord, and in the second leg, Inter Milan 4-0 win, they are through. Up next then we got a juicy one between PSG and Liverpool then. In the first leg it's a 2-1 win for PSG, and at Anfield, Liverpool cooked them. Whew, what a comeback. Up next then is going to be PSV versus Arsenal then. In the first leg it's a 1-1 draw, and at the Emirates it's going to be a 5-2 win for Arsenal. Lots of goals in the second leg. And finally then, the Madrid derby between Real Madrid and Atletico. In the first leg it's 4-1 to Atletico, and in the second leg, Real Madrid come back to win 6-4. Wow, what a tie that is. How will it finish? That's an entertaining game. So welcome to the Europa League round of 16. How will it finish? Ajax versus Frankfurt in the first leg, and in the second leg, Frankfurt make a huge comeback. Oof. Ajax then are going home. Alkmaar versus Tottenham in the first leg is a 2-0 win for Tottenham, and in the second leg is going to be a 7-0 to Tottenham. That's, comfortable. Up next then is going to be Bodo Glimt versus Olympiacos. In the first leg, it's a 2-0 win for Bodo Glimt, and in the second leg is a 3-2 win, and Bodo Glimt are through. FCFP versus Lyon is up next then. In the first leg, it is going to be a 1-0 win for Lyon, and in the second leg, it is going to be a 2-0 win for Lyon. They're through. Up next then, a huge game between Fenerbahce and Rangers then. In the first leg, it's a 1-0 win for Rangers, and in the second leg, it is going to be a 3-0 win for Fenerbahce, a comeback win for Fenerbahce. Real Sociedad versus Manchester United is up next then. In the first leg, it's going to be a 2-2 draw, and then at Old Trafford, it is going to be a 2-0 defeat. That's pretty realistic, to be honest. Up next then is going to be Roma versus Athletic Club then. In the first leg, it's a 2-1 win for Athletic Club, and in the second leg, Roma make a huge comeback, and they are going through. And then the final game then in the Europa League is going to be Victoria Pleasant versus Lazio. And in the second leg, Lazio are at home, and this one's going to penalties. Ooh. And then the final game goes to penalties between Lazio and Victoria Pleasant, and it's a 5-3 win for Lazio on penalties. Whew.